Please be seated. Welcome and happy Father's Day. And Heather and Anthony, welcome to this moment in your lives and to the place that you've come to in each other's hearts. Marriage is a supreme sharing of experiences and adventure of the most intimate of human relationships. And today, Heather and Anthony proclaim their love and commitment to the world. We are gathered here to rejoice with them and for them in the new life that they are undertaking. Heather and Anthony, today you are gathered by your family and friends, all of whom are gathered to not only witness this ultimate exchange of love, but to support you on your life's journey. Marriage is not just the union of two people in love. It is also the joining of two families and two sets of friends, two patterns of life. And we are also joined here today by our loved ones who watch over us from above, especially Geraldine and Stanley, Frank and Janet and James. Know that they are with you today and will be with you all the days of your life. The poem My Love by Linda Lee Elrod. When I met you, I had no idea how much my life was about to change. But then, how could I have known? A love like ours happens once in a lifetime, and you were a miracle to me. The one who was everything I had ever dreamed of. The one I thought existed only in my imagination. And when you came into my life, I realized that what I always thought was happiness could not compare to the joy that loving you has brought me. You are a part of everything that I think and do and feel. And with you by my side, I believe anything is possible. This day gives me a chance to thank you for the miracle of you. All that you are and all that you will always be the love of my life. Many people think of marriage as the day when you say to the world, here is the person that I will love with all my heart, the person that I vow to love and protect over everyone else. But for Heather, though, this day happened on August 5th, 2011, the day her son, Hunter, was born. And when she first looked into her son's eyes, she knew that she would spend her last breath making sure that he was safe and loved. And understandably, she was hesitant to let anyone else enter their world, until Anthony. One of Heather's friends was convinced that she would hit it off with her friend, Anthony. And although Anthony lived 2 minutes away from each other, and they both attended Eastport South Manor High School, they never met. And after he checked out her Facebook page and saw how pretty she was, Anthony sent Heather a message saying, hey Heather, I'm aware that we barely know each other, but rumor has it that you're looking to meet a nice guy. And well, I fit the description. And would I be able to call you later? So it was the 4th of July weekend, and sparks were really flying. And when this couple had first met, Heather had literally came walking through Anthony's front door, which led to a memorable night together. And eventually they arranged for a date at TGI Fridays on that Tuesday night. Anthony was immediately struck by how mature and responsible Heather was, although she begs to differ. He could tell that she had a good head on her shoulders, separating her from the other women that he had ever met. In the past, Heather had been very hesitant to trust someone, but there was something about Anthony that was very simple and very honest. She never once saw Anthony balk at getting involved in a relationship with her and her son, even with the first impression of him having with Hunter having his face covered in food and a full diaper. She acknowledged it was a huge undertaking, but Anthony did so wholeheartedly and without reservation. And the truth is, because Heather is such a wonderful mother, that is why Anthony fell in love with her. He credits her for having an amazing way of intuitively knowing what Hunter is feeling and thinking without him ever saying anything. She is caring and responsible, and he loves watching her interact with her son. He recalls it was after his and Heather's first trip alone when they went to Punta Cana that they had a conversation about having a baby together. And it was then that Anthony decided that yes, that this is what he wants to do and the person that he wanted to be with. After all, they make a great team. Heather says they balance each other out, since she is all over the place, and Anthony is the calm one. They are forgiving of each other's faults and are comforted to know that they are completely accepted for who they are. And for the first time, Heather knew she had found someone who would be her partner and best friend. And most importantly, she discovered someone who would join her in her mission for caring for Hunter. And in addition, Anthony has gone further in his commitment by working towards adopting Hunter, creating another member of their family, Ashton James, who will be making his debut in just a few weeks. They are so excited to be welcoming this new baby and have enjoyed all the preparations including going to the Bradley Method birthing classes, feeling the baby kick, and the many foot rubs that Anthony has given. Heather has thrown Anthony a daddy baby shower, and Ashton will be a living and breathing symbol of their love and commitment for each other and this new family. And now, when Heather looks into her new son's eyes, she will once again make that same promise that she did on August 5th, 2011. But only this time, she has the reassurance that Anthony will be right alongside her, making that same commitment. Anthony, do you promise Heather to stand by her always? Do you promise to have faith in her and encourage her? Do you promise to be there to listen to her and to laugh with her and to hold her? Will you work with her to build a life together and raise children together? Will you strive every day to make your relationship stronger? And do you promise to be her friend, lover, and partner all the days of your life? Heather, do you promise Anthony to stand by him always? Do you promise to have faith in him and encourage him? And do you promise to be there to listen to him and to laugh with him and to hold him? Will you work to build a life together and raise children together and support him as you live your own independent life? And will you strive every day to make your relationship stronger? And do you promise to be his lover, his friend, and his partner all the days of your life? And as a sign of their love for one another, Anthony and Heather have chosen to write their own vows.
Dear Heather, I remember the first day we met. You literally walked into my front door and eventually into my heart. First night we went out, we really hit it off together. Sparks were flying, it's not just because it was the 4th of July weekend. When I was with you, I had never felt so comfortable with somebody like the way I did with you. It wasn't an awkward moment. As weeks went by and we went on dates, we started to really get to know one another. We had a great connection, and my trust started to grow on you. I love the fact that we are completely opposite personalities, which actually balances one another out, along with what what is better for our similarities. What I like the best about our similarities is that when we find things funny, agreeing on most situations, being there for one another, and just being parents. This is why I feel we have a healthy relationship, which leads me to say that I am also fortunate that I'm so fortunate that you introduced me to your 10-month-old son, in which he has an awesome personality. Not only did you introduce me to your son, but you had given me a best friend to grow up with. You also taught me how to be involved with taking care of toddlers step by step, and at the same time, working on our relationship. You paved the stepping stone. Sure, it wasn't something I was used to before, but it wasn't nothing I couldn't handle. You made a man of me. And soon, this pregnancy, because I know it's not comfortable, and I can see it on your face every day. Days that you go through agony, your feet are swollen, when you're struggling at work, and when you're coming home to do things around the house. I love you so much because that shows me how strong of a woman you really are. You are a great mother. This is why I am here today. To make this choice to marry my best friend, my child's mother, my soulmate. I look forward to spending all my years through sickness and health, through the bad and the good. Heather, thank you so much for setting this beautiful day out. It came out great. My vow. I bring myself to you this day to share my life with you. You can trust me. You can trust my love that it's for real. I promise to be faithful and unfailing share and support your hopes, deeps, dreams, and goals. I vow to be there always when you fall. If you fall, I will catch you. When you cry, I will comfort you. When you laugh, I will share your joy. Everything I am, everything I have is yours. From the moment forth until eternity.
Anthony, words can't describe how much you mean to me. The first time we met was a new beginning. You gave me a reason to look up and climb, after being down for so long. You are my perfect companion and my perfect soulmate. I am so incredibly lucky to have found you. You have given me a love so unconditional, one which I never knew existed. It takes an extraordinary person to do what you have done for both me and for Hunter. You took us both with no hesitation, and you give Hunter the greatest love and care that extends beyond biology. And I know it comes from your honest heart and soul. Today I make my solemn promises to you. I promise to give you the same love you have given me in return and more. I promise you my loyalty physically, spiritually, and emotionally. I promise to continue to build our lives together with the same kind of devotion that you have shown me. I promise to have the kind of patience that love demands. After so much complication that came before you, you managed to somehow make it easy for me to give you everything that I am for the rest of my life. Thank you for taking me as I am. And thank you for taking this magnificent journey with me. You're my best friend. And you're the best thing that walked into my life. Let's get really, really old together. It can only go up from here. I love you, Anthony, with all that I am and all that I ever will be.
Yeah. Anthony and Heather have actually decided to have a vow with Hunter and Ashton, so it is his turn, like he's saying right now. So if you guys would please join hands. Anthony and Heather, do you promise to love your children, Hunter and Ashton, unconditionally? To feed them nutritiously, protect them from harm, treat them with respect, and guide them in learning from mistakes, laugh with them and play with them, comfort them in times of sadness, encourage them to develop their own talents, support them in striving to achieve their own goals, and being open and honest with them, and be there for them for the rest of their lives.
I like to visit my wife, and I like going to the toy store on the beach, and she is my love too, and I like running sand, and I like digging, and I like running back to go on treasure hunt.
That was great. Thank you very much. Treasure hunts. He said he likes to go to the toy store and treasure hunts. Okay. And here's a little toy that they presented to him. Oh, very cute. Shakespeare says, when we join our hands, we join our hearts as well. Anthony and Heather, these are the hands of your best friend, young and strong and full of love for you, that are holding you on your wedding day, as you promise to love each other today, tomorrow, and forever. These are the hands that will work alongside yours, as together you build your future. These are the hands that will passionately love you and cherish you through all your years, and with the slightest touch will comfort you like no other. These are the hands that will hold you when fear and grief fill your mind. These are the hands that will countless times wipe away tears from your eyes, tears of sadness, and tears of joy. These are the hands that will tenderly hold your children. These are the hands that will hold your family as one. These are the hands that will give you strength when you need it. And lastly, these are the hands, when even wrinkled with age, will still be reaching for yours, still giving you that unspoken tenderness with just a touch. We're going to come back to that. Okay. The poem, I Like You, by Standel Stauber Warburg. I like you, and I know why. I like you because you are a good person to like. I like because I tell you something special, and you know it's special. And you remember it for a long, long time. And you say, remember when I told you something special? And both of us remember. And when I think something is important, you think it's important too. And when I say something's funny, you laugh. And I think I'm funny, and you think I'm funny too. You know how to be silly, and that's why I like you. I never met anybody sillier before I met you. I like you because you also know when it's time to stop being silly. And if I pretend I'm drowning, you pretend that you are saving me. And if I'm ready to pop a paper bag, you are getting ready to jump. And that's because you really like me. And you really like me, don't you? And I really like you back. And that's the way that we keep going on every day. And I like you because when I'm feeling sad, you don't always cheer me up right away. Because sometimes it's better to be sad. I like you because if I'm mad at you, then you are mad at me too. And it's awful when the other person isn't. I like you because I don't know why. But everything that happens is nicer with you. I can't remember when I didn't like you. I would go on choosing you, and you would go on choosing me, over and over again. That's how it would happen every day. I don't know why, I guess I just don't know why I really like you. Why do I like you? I guess I just like you. I guess I just like you because I like you. You are about to give each other a ring. The wedding ring is a symbol of many things. It is made of precious metal and symbolizes a marriage that is precious and enduring. It is a perfect circle that symbolizes a love freely given, has no beginning and no end. And you have chosen to exchange matching rings to represent that this is a marriage of equals. And just as these rings have no point of weakness, may your union be strong and may you be blessed with joy as you journey your life together surrounded by a circle of love. Anthony, will you please repeat after me? You are more precious to me today. You are more precious to me today than yesterday. And you will be more cherished tomorrow than you are today. Please wear this ring as a symbol of my eternal love for you. A love that transcends all our yesterdays, all our todays, and all our tomorrows. You are more precious to me today than yesterday, and you will be more cherished tomorrow than you are today. Please wear this ring as a symbol of my eternal love for you. A love that transcends all our yesterdays, all our todays, and all our tomorrows. Heather and Anthony, I now invite you and your children to join in the sand and stone ceremony. Today, this relationship is symbolized through the pouring of these two individual containers of sand. One representing you, Heather, all that you were, all that you are, and all that you will ever be. And the other representing you, Anthony, all that you are, all that you were, and all that you will ever be. And Ashton and Hunter each have a stone representing them. Anthony and Heather, now please pour your sand together in the middle container, symbolizing your love wrapping around your children. And as these two containers of sand are poured into the third container, you will be joined together as one. And yet leave a little sand in your original container to symbolize that even though you are joined, you remain individuals. Heather and Anthony, today you marry your best friend, the one you laugh with as you share life's wondrous zest, the one that you find new enjoyment and experience all the best, the one that you live for, because the world seems brighter as the happier times are better and your burdens feel much lighter, the one you love with every fiber of your soul, and that used to feel vaguely incomplete, now together you are whole. And with this promise and declaration of love, it is my pleasure, through in accordance with the laws of New York, and by the virtue of authority vested in me by the state of New York, to now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
blue.